Welcome back to another Film Geek movie review. Today, after the day job, I am off to check out the new horror film, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. Yep, they made another one. Now, I know the first film of the series really divided fans. I was one of the people on the side of it being okay. I did have a good time with it for what it was. From what I understand, they threw a movie together in less than 10 days, and to be perfectly honest, it doesn't look that bad. Now, I had my issues with the design of Pooh. I just thought he looked goofy as shit. But I like this new look that they're going for Pooh. They're kind of different this time around. They've put a lot more work. You could tell there was a bigger budget in the film and so on and so forth. And this movie is pretty much the same as the first one, except this time they're moving out of the 100-acre woods, getting some new characters, and I think they're just going to be slaughtering people. I don't think there's anything else plot-wise to this movie. So you know what, guys? It is time for me to get out the door to the day job and to quit jibber-jabbing. And now I'm off to go see Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. Welcome back. Just getting home, and you know what, guys? I had an absolute blast with this film. This movie is leaps and bounds better than the first film. Seriously. So let's get this started, shall we? We're going to start off with the negatives and then move into the positives to end the video on the ever so important high note. Now look, very simple, negative-wise. If you're someone who does not enjoy campy, silly, just cheeseball horror, this is not for you. Not that this is a so bad it's good film. This is just a self-aware slasher film that's an absolute blast, filled with tons of kills and a lot of blood and guts. And if that's something that you do not enjoy, you are probably not going to like this film. But on the other hand, if that's something that you absolutely love, keep listening. Here we go. So we're in the positives. The first thing I want to talk about is the creature design. Mostly because in the first film, one of the things I just absolutely could not stand was the look of Pooh. I understand that they had some, financial problems. They didn't have a lot of money, had a very small budget and everything like that. But it just bothered me that they made him look so freaking cartoony and goofy to where you're just like, that is a dude in a mask. That's not a monster. That's not a Pooh Bear killing machine. That's a dude in a mask. And for some reason, Piglet looked much better than Pooh Bear. But in this film, the character design and the makeup is excellent. I really enjoyed the type of design they went with this time. They rehauled Pooh completely. He looks so much more menacing, so much scarier, and just downright evil. We also have Tigger in this film, and I liked his design a lot. And I also liked something, it was a parallel between Pooh and Tigger that I noticed at least, especially if you're a fan, and that is that it seemed like Pooh was very Jason Voorhees. The way he moved, the way he was motivated and things of that sort, very Jason Voorhees. A lot of those grab him by the head and either just yank the damn thing off or crush it. Uses a lot of bladed instruments. In this film, he takes a real liking to a bear trap, which I thought was slightly ironic. And then you have Tigger. Tigger was definitely Freddy Krueger. There's even some great moments that made me think of Freddy in the entire thing. Some fun little one-liners that you're going to go, I see what you're trying to do there. Some excellent shots that were also, in my opinion, delivering the message that Tigger is our Freddy Krueger of this universe. Al was also a lot of fun, but I didn't really notice a parallel. I could be wrong, but I didn't really notice one with Al. He was really great, though. I enjoyed his role in the film. He was kind of, I don't know if you would necessarily call him the leader, but he was like Pooh's advisor. And it was great. I like the dynamic that they used with all of the different characters and how they work together as a unit. Now, the acting in this film is a little low budget. It has its moments where it's really good. It has its moments where it's not so great. But all in all, it's pretty solid acting in this film. The practical and CGI. There's a little bit of CGI and it doesn't look terrible. But the practical effects is where this film shines. There is some really great kills in this movie. And they use a lot of excellent just practical effects in the kills and in the makeup and everything else. So the effects, the practical effects, the makeup, everything, far superior to the first film. Story-wise, also, hey, we have a story this time. The first movie was just cartoony bear shows up and kills a bunch of girls in a cabin, and Christopher Robin's like, "No, Pooh! Don't do it, Pooh!" And that's pretty much the whole movie in a nutshell. This time, we have an actual story with, like, subplots and a hero's journey. Oh my gosh, there was a first, second, third act of this film. It was a legitimate movie! I really had fun with this film. The pacing is excellent. This movie clocks in at just around, I think it's like an hour, 30 minutes, hour, 40 minutes, something like that. And it just blows right by. There are some scenes, of course, where you have Christopher Robin trying to figure things out, and he's going around doing that. But during those scenes, there's still plenty of fun stuff going on with Pooh and his friends. So all in all, guys, I think this is a solid film. Now, right now, to the best of my knowledge, this movie is only in theaters for a few days. Let's see, today is Tuesday. I think it's going to be out of theaters by Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere around there, depending on your area. I know here in Kansas City, it's only in theaters for 3 days, so keep your eyes open, because, man, this is a lot of fun. If you're a horror hound, if you're a gore hound, horror hound, this is a real fun one to see up on the big screen. There's a lot of great creative kills in this, and just to be able to see the fun special effects on the big screen, definitely worth it. But of course, this film will be coming to VOD streaming sometime in the future. I got no numbers, but whenever it shows up on streaming, in the theaters, whatever, check this movie out. Even if you didn't like the first film, give this one a shot. Like I said, it is vastly superior to the first movie. And also, get ready everybody, because they are going to bring us a Pooh verse. This is the first of several films that they have lined up for us. They also have Bambi, Peter Pan, Pinocchio, and apparently another Pooh movie. The third Pooh movie is also being worked on right now. Other friends from the Pooh-verse are going to be popping up in that film. And then, because why the hell not? Why are the Avengers the only one? Why don't we have a horror Avengers? Well, guess what, folks? That's what they're going to do with the Pooh-verse. They're going to bring it all together. All of the characters unite to, I don't know, take over the goddamn world. I have no idea. But guys, I'm going to be riding that train too. We're going to see where this whole thing goes, because this is kind of fun. I don't know. But alright guys, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for checking out the Film Geek. If you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and give me the old thumbs up so I know you like what you're seeing. And if there's one more thing you could do, folks, that is keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna.